Kotaku posted a story with a bunch of rumors about Destiny 2. Kotaku has had a pretty good track record for Destiny rumors.
Yeah.
So I think it's worth looking at. And in that, Jason Schreier over there says, hey, there's sources saying it's coming to PC and that your Guardian will not carry over.
Yeah.
How do you think, if that's true, the community would react to both those fronts?
I think that the idea of it coming to PC is something that a lot of people would like to see, and that I think a lot of people would suspect to see it. And in some ways, people were surprised that the original Destiny didn't also launch on PC.
Right.
So, you know, without commenting about whether this is likely or not, I mean, I don't know any more than anybody else.
Yeah.
It does seem like a reasonable way for Bungie to go. The other part is more complicated, right?
Yeah.
When you talk about resetting the game for a new direction, it goes contrary to a lot of what people have liked about Destiny up to this point, and frankly, what people like about games like this, games like World of Warcraft, right? When Legion came out recently in World of Warcraft, even though there was new stuff you could do and you could become a demon hunter or whatever, a lot of it for many people is about, I have this character I've played since 2004 that I've taken through all these adventures, and continuing that adventure with that character is important to me.
Mm-hmm.
If they wiped that clean in Destiny only a couple, 3 years after launch, which is what we'd probably be talking about if we're talking about Destiny 2, most people think it might be like sometime in 2017, like late 2017 is the current guess by a lot of people.
Right.
You just go 3 years in and all of a sudden you're playing a new Guardian. That would be that would be weird.
Do you think it's, I mean, there are also reports of like the tech being really difficult to use. Do you think this is a way of just shedding the past history of kind of troubled tech for building Destiny 1?
Maybe, but I would offer a caution here, which is that rumors have a way of getting away from a community pretty easily. And for one, it is just that. It is something that, like, we have a report from a reputable source, right? But we don't know what that source is. We don't know how up to date that source is. And we also don't know the details behind that sort of stuff, right? Are we talking about, when they talk about there maybe would be a fresh start, does that mean it's it really is completely different, like it's a whole different time period and different characters and all that kind of stuff? Or do we mean maybe it's still your same character, but like you don't have your same weapons and
like
things?
Metroided or something?
Yeah, like you lose your weapons and stuff like that, and have a relatively even playing field for all the new people coming in for Destiny 2, but you're still getting, if you want to bring your character's appearance and what race they are and all that kind of stuff
That'd
forward.
be interesting.
We don't know the answers to that. I think it's safe to say that whatever they do with Destiny 2, there's a lot of things about the structure of Destiny 1 as it is that would have to be dramatically rehashed to feel like a true sequel, right? Like, why not just keep doing expansions to Destiny, which has been a successful business model for them, if they're going to keep exactly the same structure of how you do missions and like how things work, and towers, your home base, all that kind of stuff.
Well, I hope it's bold. Reiner, what do you think about this?
I think it's fake.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm just going to throw it out there. Yeah, I will.
Just to have a hot take on it?
People out there, just email me what you want to see in Destiny 2. I'll get that rumor out there. We'll call it official I'm an official source.
Okay.
We'll just get that out there.
Reiner's got
we'll
a
put
hot take, everybody.
No, but didn't they say from the outset that it was going to be like 10 years or something?
They did.
So,
on that front, do you have more?
well, I mean, this is 3 years.
Right,
Yes.
exactly, which is what's confusing. So they did say, like, hey, we have a 10-year plan, 10-year deal with Activision, all this stuff. And in 2014, to IGN, the community manager, Deej, gave an interview where he said, quote, the idea is that the Guardian you have created is something you can bring along with you on that adventure.
Yep.
If you take a look at the way people have played other games for a long period of time, they've had a relationship with the same character for a very long time. I've gotten attached to the little guy. He does say, to be fair, the idea is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
So right there,
nice
it's
idea.
fake.
Things change with game development over time. They could have changed direction on that. We don't know. Similar sentiments to what you're reading from IGN were expressed to me, and that we wrote about in our early cover stories, right on the game. People directly saying, like, the plan here is that we're going to have this character that you play, and you're going to carry that through this decade-long journey. So it would be a change in direction. I think it would really be a mistake if that is what they're doing, for them not to for Bungie to not just come straight out and offer some explanations of like, listen, we know we said this. We're not saying we said something else.
Yeah.
Right. This is what we said, and this is why we think it's important to not keep that original plan.
If it's true, they have a hell of a PR mountain to climb in front of them.
They have a challenge, but it might be that what's going on like is completely fabricated, or there's an unclear picture of what's going on, and it also might be that there's a more nuanced picture here. It might be that you are having some aspects of your character carry over and some parts don't. I think it remains to be seen.